Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video, we're going to be doing some swatches of some polish that I got from BCB Lacquers. This is a combination of some older collections like Welcome to Jurassic Park, which I don't remember what collection that one came from, and then some one batch mixes, and these two, which were Halloween Advent overpours for this year. Now those did come out in August, so I'm assuming no spoilers need to be given, but I guess just in case, oops, spoilers. Don't go any further if you don't want to be spoiled. But in any case, we're going to go ahead and swatch these guys and see what they look like. Since I already have nail polish on currently, I'm still wearing the two polishes from the last video, two Night Owl Lacquers. So on my left hand is Night Owl Lacquers T-Rex Doesn't Want to Be Fed. And on my right hand is Night Owl Lacquers Loud Librarians. Both of these are beautiful greens. I've been thoroughly enjoying wearing both of those. And then the first one that we're going to swatch from BCB Lacquers is this beautiful flaky polish called Welcome to Jurassic Park. And actually, there we go. It says from the Jurassic Park collection. I guess I could have guessed that. So this one, I believe, is a dark green. Here it is on the brush and wand. So it's a beautiful, very, very dark green. So we're going to do swatches today on my clear nail wheel. So here is one coat. And yeah, you can definitely tell the green base once it's on the nail. So there we have one coat. Really beautiful shades of those warm-toned flakes. That is so pretty. There's a little bit of like a holographic scattering as well, and the base is that beautiful deep olive green, and those flakes are very fall in a bottle. I'm seeing orange and red in different tones. It is stunning. The second polish that we're going to take a look at is more flakies. This one is Ripple Effect, and it is a magnetic. This one has beautiful bright green flakies, and let's take a peek at it magnetized. The blue glow gets pulled up into the magnetic line. You're left with those green flakes, and then this almost like mustard leaning base. This is really unusual. I think this is one when I did the unboxing of it, I really couldn't properly describe it. It's very unusual. It's kind of mustardy, but kind of brown. It's kind of green, but then it has that blue shimmer and those flaky. So this is one of the most unusual polishes I think I've seen. It's just very, very unique. So there's just one coat, and then we're going to put a magnet over it. We're doing the cat's eye, and you just hold the magnet for about 30 seconds. So there it is in one coat. We've pulled up that darker tone into the magnetic line, and there's that blue glow right at the center of it. And yeah, I think in person, it's kind of like a slime green. You can see that around the edges. Next up, I got a yellow flaky. This one is Gourd of the Rings. This is part of the Halloween Advent for August 2024. This was day 2. And this has so many like mylar type flakes. You see how impactful they are. I want to say there's also a secondary iridescent particle that you're seeing there is like a brighter orange right there, and black matte flakes, all in this squishy, slightly golden yellow jelly base. So if you are not new to my channel, you'll know that this is kind of outside my wheelhouse. Yellows are not usually my favorite colors. They're still not my favorite colors, but this one, I don't know, this one looked interesting. I liked the tone in it, and I liked how many flakies there are. I mean, there's a ton of flakies in here. It is simply jam-packed. And yeah, there's definitely multiple kinds. So those mylar type flakies are the ones that are bouncing back a lot of gold and yellow. And then there are these other colors bouncing back those fall tones, plus the matte black ones. So yeah, we'll see how I end up liking that one. But like I said, yellows still aren't necessarily my favorite. And then last but not least, we have a Haunt Mess. This is another overpour that I got from the Halloween Advent for August 2024, day 13. And this one seemed like just the perfect fall polish to get. It is a grungy green with a very strong orange to gold to green. Look at that green shifting shimmer. So I did get these within the last month, but I'm not sure if there's still overpours available. I'm hoping that they will have overpours for their other upcoming box. I think they did an ugly sweater Christmas advent calendar, and I did not get that because I'm trying to behave, and even though it looked like a lot of fun, because I did see LaTanya over at Lacquer Lashes do a spoiler video if you wanted to see what is in the box, but I decided I'd better just hold off and see if I could get some of the overpours of the ones that I really, really liked. So I didn't need all of them. But yeah, this one I will say is a little bit brighter of a green compared to some of the other grungier tones that we've looked at so far. But I'm curious to see how that's going to build up. So now we're going to do a second coat of Welcome to Jurassic Park. That was our green with fall toned flakies. I really like this one. It's a very unusual combination. I have these flakes in quite a few other color bases, like purple and blue, but not green. So there it is in 2 coats. I mean, look at how rich that is. I would say this one is probably going to be somewhere between a 2 and 3 coater, depending on your nail length and application. Here it is on my nails, and I think it would probably be okay with 2 coats, but I can still see, I don't know if I can get that to focus this close, but you see, you can kind of see some light coming through. So it's just going to be based on your nail length and application and your preference in how you wear nail polish, somewhere between a 2 and 3 coater. But love those flakies. That is absolutely gorgeous. Next is the unusual magnetic ripple effect. Still trying to decide if this is going to be mustardy or olivey or somewhere in between. And then of course when it's not magnetized, it's got that moody blue base because it has that blue magnetic shimmer. This is, like I said, very unusual. All right, so there we have 2 coats. I would say this is also going to be somewhere between a 2 and 3 coater, depending on your nail length and application. And yeah, I still can't quite tell where I would put this in the lineup of greens and yellows because it has a lot of yellow in it, but it's also green. So it's, again, one of those very unusual shades, and that blue magnetic pull in it is really unusual and striking. I really like those flakes in it as well. Yeah, that one is beautiful. I definitely think some people would be fine with it in just the 2 coats, but longer nails might need a 3rd. Next up is our yellow Gourd of the Rings. Let's see how this color builds up. What I liked about the swatches is when I was looking at them on the website, it seemed to have this orange tonality to it, and I liked that. And I can definitely see it. It might come from, I think, less the base and more of those orange flakes that add that orange tonality to it, but totally fine with that. And I like the black flakes. They add a beautiful complexity to this polish. Look at the details of that. Wow. I mean, considering I am not a yellow fan, this one is really impressing me. It is very unique. Very unique. So that was Gourd of the Rings. And then our last one is a Haunt Mess. We'll see if this is going to be a 2 or 3 coater. It is a different formulation than the other polishes. So my guess is going to be, is that it might be a 3 coater. Maybe. Yeah, I think for depth, I would say it's probably a 3 coater on for my preference, although look at that. I take that back. Maybe it is another 2 to 3 coater depending on your nail length and application, because see, you can see that light coming through on the tip of the nail, but look at it over my nail. That is rich. It's darker even when I turn it around and you're not getting the backdrop of my nail polish. That is richer when it doesn't have all the light bouncing through it, but see how bright it can be? So I guess if you are very, very pale, this might look brighter, maybe, but that is beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and do a 3rd coat to see if I can build up the richness of that green and of that beautiful orange shimmer. So there is 3 coats. And yeah, I would say that definitely helped build up the opacity and the richness. Now, I will say in person, it's not quite that deep, grungy olive though. It is darker against my skin, but not quite as like swampy. It's definitely kind of like a, I don't know, like if you mixed toxic sludge with swamp. It's not as deep, but it's not quite as bright as it had been coming off before. That right there is kind of closer to the actual color. But it's not a super duper bright green, also not a super duper dark green, but I love the combination of that one. So let's go ahead and give everybody a top coat and see how they gloss up. And again, some of these are going to be 2 to 3 coaters depending on nail length and application. And since we are re-wetting our magnetic, we're going to put our magnet over it again. Yeah, that one might have to be on my nails next. That is very unusual. And then our last guy with the gloss. And I'm just using All Mixed Up's top coat. And there we have everybody all glossified. So we have Welcome to Jurassic Park in 2 coats. That is one of my favorites. That's another one that probably should be on my nails next. Ripple Effect, also in 2 coats with a glossy top coat. That was part of the 1 batch mixes from last year, 2023. Again, super, super unusual. Then we have Gourd of the Rings in 2 coats. And a Haunt Mess in 3. So there we have it. That was my little haul from BCB Lacquers, the overpours from the Halloween Advent box from this year, and then a couple more polishes that I found on the website. Let me know which ones were your favorites. I would say for this one, this is really hard. They were all so unusual, even the yellow. Like I said, when I was doing the swatches and when I unboxed them, yellows are not usually my go-to jam. They are a bit outside my wheelhouse, but I really like that one. It's very unusual, and I like the complexity that it has because it does add the orange and the black to it. But I guess if I had to pick my top 2, it would have to be these first 2. I like how deep and dark those are and the complexities of them. I mean, I don't think any of these fall into the regret category though, but yeah, I think those would be my 2 favorites. Welcome to Jurassic Park and Ripple Effect. So yeah, let me know which ones were your favorites down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in that next one.